Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to another video. Just wanted to give a brief synopsis on rejection is for your protection. And I always felt that that's the truth. Like, rejection is not always a bad thing, it could be uh, protecting you from something, if that makes any sense. And I'm sure at one point in our lives, we felt that things just wasn't really going our way. Like every opportunity that we thought was perfect ended up slipping through our fingertips, so to speak, right? And it's easy to feel defeated, even discouraged when faced with that type of rejection. But sometimes rejection is not a sign of failure, but rather a sign of protection. You know, sometimes to me, the Lord has a way of guiding us uh, towards what's truly meant for us, even if it means closing doors along the way. Like when we face rejection, it's easy to get caught up in feelings of self doubt, feelings of worthlessness. But, what if we shifted our perspective and saw rejection as more so of a redirection towards something better? For example, like maybe that job that you um, didn't get, you know, would have led you down the wrong path had you gotten it, if that makes sense, right? So the next time you face rejection, remember that it's not necessarily a reflection of your worth, but more so of a sign that, you know what, maybe something better is on the way. Just continue to trust in the Lord and have faith that He has your back in that instance. You know, like what was appropriate then might not be appropriate now or even acceptable now. And what the Lord allowed then, He may no longer allow, you know. And, you know, right now it might not be understood, but someday I believe it will. And whenever that moment comes, it's like you're going to understand the, uh, the level or the gravity of when the Lord says no, or if He says not them or not there. There's always a reason for that. The Lord knows things that we don't. He sees things that we can't see as well. Um, you know, there's some places that, we shouldn't go again. There's some people that we shouldn't be around anymore. There's some blessings that can happen while we still go around them, whatever those might be. Um, there might even be some people who will never receive you. And, there are some whose presence will impact or maybe even harm you. So just respect who the Lord removes and also respect who He blocks. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to give a brief synopsis on that. And I'll just add one more thing on to this when it comes to rejection. Um, like I said before, um, the main thing is that rejection is not always a bad thing. It could be protecting you from something. Like rejection really has like a way of shaping whatever our path might be, right? Like sometimes what we might perceive as like a setback or even a disappointment, it might actually be a redirection. Like think about like when like a door closes, right? It might be because another or a more fitting door is about to open. You know, kind of like a what's those things called? Like when you think of like a sculptor, like and they like usually chisel away at marble or blocks of marble to get to the masterpiece. Like rejection in that sense can refine us, molding us into uh, wiser versions of ourselves. So when life ends up throwing a curveball, we just got to remember it could be the Lord's way of protecting us from something that just wasn't meant for us. So just continuing to trust Him, embrace the lessons, and just keep moving forward. You know. So, but I do have to thank you guys for tuning in to another video. I just want to give a brief synopsis again on rejection is for your protection. Like I said, it's not always a bad thing. It shouldn't be seen as only a bad thing. It could be um, a good thing as well if you look at it that way, and it will make sense if you do. So, but again, thank you for tuning in. Please hit the like on your way out if you haven't on your way in. I would greatly appreciate that. And as always, continue to stay safe, especially nowadays. Now that this eclipse has passed, I'm sure people are probably thinking like, "Oh, well, it's over." Well, I don't think so. I think for some reason I keep thinking something, um, and I'm praying that it isn't, but that something more could happen beyond this point. Basically, from now until whenever. I don't know. I just feel like something is. That's why it's important to just stay prayed up. I always say that, but definitely more so now. And I hope that everybody does. But continue to stay safe, continue to stay hydrated, of course, monitor your health, and continue to be blessed and encouraged. Y'all take care and have a good one.